Now, my next guest quite simply inspired a nation when she rode to Olympic gold this year, and now she's encouraging others to get on their bike. I'll be joined by Victoria Pendleton in a moment, but first let's take a look at why she's our cycling superstar. Double gold medalist Victoria Pendleton started cycling as early as she started walking, competing at the young age of 9. She burst onto the track scene in 2001, quickly becoming one of the rising stars of the sport. The next 10 years saw a meteoric rise to world champion and a string of medals, including gold in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Since her gold and silver medal haul at London 2012, Victoria Pendleton has become a household name synonymous with the glitz and glamour of the Olympics. After announcing her retirement from cycling after this year's Games, she's now turning her hand to life with her husband-to-be, Scott. And here she is, weighed down with gold and silver. And you were just saying, I said, what are you going to do? I mean, at the moment, obviously, you must take these everywhere with you because people want to touch them constantly. But then where can you put them after that?
I have to hide them away. I put them in a safety deposit box or in a safe because you can't insure them. So if you lose them, that's it, because you can't replace them, obviously.
So there's no way you can insure them whatsoever?
No. I mean, some people have suggested, like, having replicas made. I know that some people have replicas to sort of take around with them and hide these on the way. But usually I put them in somewhere really safe. And you know what that safe place is? The place you always forget, isn't it?
Yeah. So they won't be tucked at the back of your knicker drawer, then?
They probably have been at some stage, but no.
What an incredible Games it was for you. And your medals speak for themselves there. You must have been under the most intense pressure, though.
Yeah, I mean, going into sort of a home Olympic cycle as reigning Olympic champion was something I would not do again if you paid me.
Really?
Like, it was just, you know, the moment we stepped off the plane in Beijing, it was like, are you going to win in London? And you're like, I'm going to try my best, honestly. So, yeah, it's just been really tough thing to sort of manage. And you want to desperately do so well and really, you know, perform on home turf more than anything else. So.
Well, exactly, that's the double whammy, isn't it? You're at home, you've already won the gold in Beijing, and you must have known as well that this would be your last Olympic Games, because you've now stepped down from the sport. You are officially retired at the grand old age of 31.
Retired from sport only, I'd just like to clarify, not entirely. I will have to get a proper job after this.
Well, what happens to Olympians after they retire? What kind of proper job are you qualified for?
I don't know. The only other job I've had, actually, was pulling pints at my local pub in between university sort of holidays. So I'm going to have to do a lot of work experience, I think, from here on in and watch this space. Maybe we'll find out what I'll do quite soon.
I'm sure you've got irons in the fire.
Maybe. Well, the thing is, I haven't ever tried anything for long enough to know if I have a talent at it or whether I'll enjoy it. So it's just going to be a whole year of trying lots of different things and hopefully find something that works.
I mean, obviously, rumours are abound at the end of the Olympics about all the things that you guys have been offered. Is Strictly Come Dancing a phone call you've taken?
Well, I tell you what, if they do ring me, I'd be very interested, I have to say. The idea of being very glamorous definitely appeals to me.
It does.
After being sort of wearing lycra suits and tracksuits for so long and not a lot of makeup, I think, yeah, that would be good fun.
Also, a great way to kind of practice getting glammed up, ready for your big day, because the wedding is next year, is that right?
Oh, yes. I haven't really started planning yet. I mean, that starts now, basically, but I'm really looking forward to it, really looking forward to getting married.
It's all testament to you two that your relationship, there you are there with your husband.
He's so handsome.
Isn't he handsome?
And I'm always crying.
You're always crying. You're a very emotional
yes. Oh,
woman.
Yes.
What are you going to be like with the vows, for goodness sake?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just hoping that he cries before I do.
You two worked together. It was a very tumultuous start to your relationship. He was your coach. You were under his kind of charge. And I suppose it was very frowned upon, the way your relationship started. But then you've come back together to work together on this Games.
Yes.
And that must be very hard to not take that home with you and squabble about it.
Well, I have to say, when we try to sort of make rules about, you know, we get home, we don't talk about training, you know, we don't talk about the data or, you know, times or anything like that. But it is very hard when you live in sport and, you know, everything you do is related to your performance, you know, how much sleep you get, what you're eating. It's hard not to talk about it all the time. So we knew it was only for a short-term period and that it wouldn't be forever that we'd be involved with the same sort of venture. So I'm glad that we can have a normal relationship now without bringing work home.
That must be really nice as well, because it put both of you in a very compromised situation, and you had to really rough and tough it out. But I suppose love sees you through.
Love conquers all. Yeah.
And you are a very handsome couple.
Oh, yeah, he's very handsome anyway.
Maybe the pitter-patter of tiny feet next?
Who knows? Who knows? I need a little bit of time just to relax, but yeah, maybe in the future, yeah.
And are you going to be heading out on your bike anytime soon?
Oh, yes. Well, actually, I've been for a couple of runs recently. Haven't been allowed to run for the last 10 years. So going for a run, I felt quite like, ooh.
Naughty.
Yeah, I'm running. Check this out. So, yeah, that's good fun. But I'm obviously involved with a lot of promotion of cycling through different sponsors and things like that. And at the moment, I'm working with Hovis, promoting the Hovis cycle maps. So
this is a great idea.
Yeah.
This is about telling people where they can take these great rides that are all mapped out for them in and around the UK.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think giving people the information and the opportunity to sort of find a route that's nice to cycle, that they'll enjoy cycling, and making it as easy as possible is very important. So Hovis, you know, have a website, so hoviscyclemaps.com, and you can find a route there, a picturesque route. Take the family, take a picnic, and make a day of it.
Just don't cycle as fast as you.
No, you don't have to do that bit. You can just enjoy it.
Well, you were talking about the fact that you've been out for a run, but you've also been hitting the party circuit, and we've seen you in a very new light. This is you at your most glamorous. Gold sparkly dress on, those smoky eyes, hanging out with Kylie Minogue. You've changed.
Yeah, it was only one party. It's only one, and I'm very inexperienced at partying, I must admit. I think I need a little bit more practice.
Must be great, though, to get all glammed up after spending your life in tracksuits and lycra and training shoes.
Oh, definitely, and I love it. I love it. And when you have a makeup artist say, you know, what would you like? I was like, do anything, as glamorous as you like.
Give me the lot.
The lot, yeah. Eyelashes, everything, please. Just because, you know, for so long I've been dressed like a boy, it makes a really nice change.
Well, continued success in whatever comes next for you, and I'm sure it won't be pulling pines, that's for sure. Good luck for the wedding, and on behalf of everybody, thank you very much for representing us so well at the Games.
Thank you so much.